I'm not sure it's completely fair to Wemby, but I do say if I had to nitpick, because I think the guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree.
His impact, if he won this year, I would have no problem with it. But I think that would be the one thing where his development is coming, and he does it certain nights. He brings them home.
Yeah, I'm glad I won't be in the league when it arrives. I'm glad I can watch and do this and figure out what time my tea time is tomorrow.
Right.
With LeBron close to retirement, have you given any more thought into whether you'd like to become the future face of the league?
Man, them folk got Wembanyama. That's what they got going on. They got Wembanyama. They'll be all right.
Victor Wembanyama is one of the most unique players in the NBA, and one of the most unique players the NBA has ever seen. Not because he's simply tall, and not because he can shoot threes, but because he combines skills that usually don't belong together. Players over 7 feet tall are supposed to dominate near the basket, block shots, and grab rebounds. Guards are supposed to handle the ball, create offense, and hit difficult shots. Wembanyama does all of those things at the same time, which is why so many people believe he could become the next face of the NBA for the next decade. Before he even entered the league, the hype surrounding him was unlike almost anything basketball has ever seen. Scouts were calling him the best prospect since LeBron James. Some even argued he was the greatest prospect in the history of basketball, because there had never been a player with his combination of height, mobility, skill, and defensive potential. Usually when expectations are that high, players struggle to live up to them, but Wembanyama somehow exceeded them. The first thing people notice about him is his size. Standing well over 7 feet tall with an incredible wingspan, he instantly changes the game. Most players have to jump to contest shots. Wembanyama can affect shots simply by standing near the basket. Players who normally attack the rim confidently suddenly hesitate when they see him waiting. That kind of fear changes offenses before a shot is even attempted. What separates him from other giant players though, is how quickly he moves. Normally players that tall struggle to keep up with guards on the perimeter. Wembanyama can switch onto smaller players, move his feet, and still recover to block shots at the rim. That ability makes him one of the most versatile defenders in basketball. Defense is where he might actually already be among the league's best players. Every game, he records blocks that seem impossible. Sometimes he blocks a shot from behind after looking completely out of the play. Other times he reaches across the paint and swats a shot without even leaving the ground. There are moments when opponents think they have an open layup, only for Wembanyama's arm to appear out of nowhere. The crazy part is that his impact can't be measured only through blocks. Many players avoid taking shots entirely when he's nearby. Those missed opportunities don't show up in the box score, but they completely change how teams play against the Spurs. Coaches have to create special game plans just to keep their players away from him. Then there's the offense. Most players his height stay near the basket because that's where they are most efficient. Wembanyama can score from almost anywhere on the floor. He can hit a three-pointer, attack off the dribble, finish at the rim, and shoot over defenders with ease. When someone is over 7 feet tall and can rise into a jump shot from beyond the arc, there isn't much a defender can do. When people talk about all-time great players, they usually mention names like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal. Wembanyama is still very early in his career, but the reason the hype is so massive is because people believe he actually has a chance to enter those conversations one day. That's a huge statement, but when you watch him play, it's easier to understand why. He regularly produces highlights that seem impossible. A three-pointer on one possession, a chase down block on the next, then a dunk, then a fadeaway jumper, then another block. It's a combination of skills rarely seen in a single player. The modern NBA is built around versatility. Teams want players who can shoot, defend, pass, and switch across multiple positions. Wembanyama represents the ultimate version of that idea. He's a player who can influence every aspect of the game. Another reason he could become the face of the NBA is his global appeal. Basketball is more international than ever before. Some of the league's biggest stars were born outside of the United States. Wembanyama comes from France and already has fans around the world. Every game he plays attracts attention from basketball fans across multiple countries. The NBA is always searching for its next biggest superstar. For years, the league has been led by legends who define different eras. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird helped save the NBA. Michael Jordan turned basketball into a global phenomenon. Kobe Bryant inspired a generation. LeBron James carried the league for more than 2 decades. Now fans wonder who will take over next. Many believe Wembanyama is the answer. Part of being the face of the NBA isn't just talent, it's excitement. Fans need a reason to tune in every night. Wembanyama provides that excitement because something unbelievable could happen at any moment. Every game feels like there's a chance to witness a highlight that no one has ever seen before. There are nights when he scores efficiently from all 3 levels. There are nights when he completely takes over defensively, and there are nights when he fills the stat sheet with points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Few players have that level of impact all around. What's even more impressive is how he adapts so quickly. Young players usually struggle when NBA teams start learning their tendencies. Opponents study film and look for weaknesses. Wembanyama has continued finding ways to improve and expand his game despite defenses focusing heavily on stopping him. His ceiling is what makes him so fascinating. Most players have clear limitations. You can usually predict what kind of player they will become. Wembanyama feels different because no one really knows where his potential ends. Could he win multiple MVP awards? Absolutely. Could he become Defensive Player of the Year multiple times? Definitely. Could he lead a team to championships? Many people believe so. The Spurs organization is also known for developing talent. They have a history of building winning teams and helping players maximize their abilities. Having Wembanyama in that environment could accelerate his growth even more. As his teammates improve around him, the Spurs could become one of the most dangerous teams in the league. That's when we'll truly see how far Wembanyama can go. Great players put up statistics. All-time great players turn those statistics into winning. The most exciting part of all of this is that we're only seeing the beginning. Fans are watching the early chapters of what could become one of the greatest careers in basketball history. Every season adds another layer to his game. Every year he looks more comfortable. Every month he seems to discover something new he can do on the court. For most players, greatness is something they chase. For Victor Wembanyama, greatness feels like an expectation. That's how extraordinary his talent is. The combination of size, skill, defense, athleticism, and potential is something basketball has never truly seen before. Whether he becomes the face of the NBA remains to be seen, but if his early career is any indication, the future of basketball might already be standing in San Antonio. And if Victor Wembanyama continues improving at the rate he has so far, the rest of the NBA could be witnessing the beginning of a new era. Will the San Antonio Spurs defeat the New York Knicks in the finals? Will Wemby continue his dominance later in his career? There's only one way to find out. Let me know what other basketball players or NBA teams you guys want to see me talk about next, and I'll see you guys in the next video.